step, jack up the truck. It's up and the front wheels are both off the ground. All I have to do in order to get to all the bolts is rotate the front tires. And so while I'm working, I'm going to be using my foot to rotate it and to hold it in place while I break the torque on the bolts to the front gearbox and to the transfer case. You can also use the transfer case to lock it in place by having a friend switch the 4x4 on and off to engage it. To get the CV axle portion out, I'm using a 8mm bit on a swivel ratchet. I got this Cobalt one. It's quite nice, and it's a T30 star bit for the 4 front drive shaft to U-joint little retaining bolts. There's going to be 4 of those. I like to use an extension and a little ratchet and this little star bit. That way I don't have to crawl in very far. And sometimes your U-joint is going to be nice and rusty and stuck in there, so rubber mallet and a pry bar can be handy. And if you're reusing that U-joint, because mine's relatively new, so I'm going to use that shit, some zip ties in order to keep the caps on, so that way they don't fall off into the dirt and you have to replace it anyway. It's going to be 6 bolts. Oh, come on. See, 6 bolts connected to this little CV axle thing. Can't really get an angle. So front, fall back to the transfer case. Transfer case back here. And that is your CV cup right here. The output from your transfer case, and then it's bolted in to this little joint with 6 bolts, and it's got 3 spacers. I like to reuse the hardware because the new hardware kind of sucks and it's too short. So in order to get those 6 bolts, I am going to turn on 4i, make sure it's engaged. Back to 2. That's off. Rotating the tire. And I can see that bolt. I can see that bolt. Yeah. Back to 4. It's engaged. I got all the screws out of the coupling that holds it to the transfer case output, so I should be able to rotate it now. A little bit more, just a little bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I can rotate the drive shaft with my foot to get the last 2 screws out. They're holding that in, and that is sitting in a little cup, so I'm gonna leave that last bolt in there so this whole thing doesn't fall apart on me. And I get these screws out. And then get the drive shaft out. So now I'm gonna push in on the fucking cup. Oh, all right, it's coming apart on me, goddamn. Oh, it's so greasy. Whatever. Come on. Go. Out. And we use the pry bar to get in there. All right, it's free. Oh, it's so greasy. Oh, it's all falling apart. That's so good. All right, drive shaft out. All right, so now I have to remove a small little C clip that is holding on this this little gear assembly. Behind it. Yeah. And you can see the remnants of the boot. The wonderful, wonderful little boot. New hardware, another new spring clip, another dust boot. Just make sure it's not dry rotting. I really hope this lasts more than a fucking couple weeks, because what the last one was. It comes with grease, but I used this grease last time. Don't know if it contributed to the failure or not. I'm not going to use it. Instead, I'm going to use this my stick. Not really any particular reason other than suspicion that's unfounded by any fact. So I'm going to do that. And I'm using anti-seize to put the new gear on and for all the hardware. New bearing. This comes with a gasket. Make sure it's aligned with the holes. That gasket is for the end cap. So when you're looking at this assembly, the flared part is going to go towards the front. Yeah, get in there, yeah. God damn. Going on to the shaft. Oh, come on. That's some good sticky grease, goddamn. Alright, I got a 1-inch socket, so when I go to smack this with a hammer, it's not going to impact the drive shaft. It's just going to seat the ring for me, and it's going to be fine. I'm going to use a rubber mallet because I don't want to damage my socket. Let's get a ring on it. Gear retained, minimum force. And to make sure that it's still aligned so I don't break that gasket, I'm gonna put one of these bolts in there. So I don't know if I want to use these bolts because they only come out like 2 fucking threads, and that's not great. Meanwhile, the OEM bolts, let's see how long they are. They are significantly larger, and they also have tapered ends to index and unaligned holes, so that way it helps with the alignment. I am not going to use the new hardware. I'm just going to reuse what I already have, because the new stuff, that is just not, that's not acceptable. It's way too short. I am going to back these bolts out before I bring this under the truck. Just want to make sure they would all go in and that everything is aligned and there's no twist in the rubber whenever I put the retaining ring around it. That's the cap. You know, I probably should have slid that on first, but mistakes were made. Well, I messed up the little metal retainer, and I'm gonna use zip tie because I do it at work for rubber boots on tail rotor paddles that spin with a lot more force. They're offset than this little fucking thing, and I'm pretty sure I can do the job of this. And if I can't, I'll be back here in a few months. But I ain't too worried. Here's the rebuilt portion of the drive shaft. Gonna knock those bolts back just enough so that way I can seat it without fighting them. Alright, so I'm under the truck again. Put the first part in. Okay. All right, so I got partially in. The reason I left those studs in was to help me find these, because it's kind of hard to hunt around for it, and if you leave all the bolts out, there's a chance your bearing will fall apart on you while you're handling it. So because I left those bolts in, it's a lot easier. And I'm using a ratcheting Cobalt wrench from Lowe's. These are like the best wrenches ever. I love these stupid things. And I'm leaving it in 2-wheel drive for now so I can rotate the drive shaft and just continue to kick the tire so that way I can get to the other side of the U-joint while I tighten down these bolts. I'm not tightening snug, so it's not going to affect the seating all that bad. It's just getting them in just enough so where they bite the cup, and then I'll go around torquing in a star pattern. Get on there. Put these here. There it is. Transfer case is engaged. And that one's torqued. Alright, those two are 4x4 is off. Turn it back on so I can torque this. Yep, we're all good. Time to clean up, get this on the ground, go take a shower. I'm a dirty, saucy boy.